Good morning, class.
Good morning, sir.
So today we are going to look at transport. But remember, it's not a new topic to us. We said, what is transport? Yes, what is transport?
Transport is the process whereby goods are moved from one place to another.
It is the movement of goods from. It is the movement of goods and people from one place to another. Yes. What are some of the importances of the transport? What are some of the benefits of transport?
It saves time.
It saves time. Yes.
It links consumers and producers.
Okay. Well done. Another one. Yes.
It creates employment.
It creates employment. Remember, there are those people who will specify with the transporting or distributing goods from producers to consumers. Another thing,
It helps easy access of goods and services to the market.
okay. So today we are going to look at elements, essential elements of transport. Today we are going to look at essential elements of transport. On this, we are saying for transport to take place, there are some of the basic things that they must be present for the transport to be complete. Like for example, we have the units of carriage. We have number one, units of carriage. And when we say unit, we talk of units of carriage, we refer to the vessels which are used to transport the people and the goods from one place to another. Are we together?
Yes.
So, like for example, if you are moving from Kisii to some place like Migori, you will use a vehicle. So that vehicle will be the vessel, will be the unit of carriage that will move you from this place to another place. Are we together?
Yes.
If you are transporting things like tea or maybe coffee, you are transporting like bread from the producer to consumer, what you are going to use is the one that we refer to as unit of carriage. Are we together?
Yes.
So examples of units of carriage, examples of units of carriage. So you have examples. We have cars, we have buses, we have another thing.
Motorbike.
So we will have motorbike. Another thing.
Border border.
So we have boda boda, we also have bicycle, we have etc. Even aeroplane. Like for example, we get that there are some things which are very perishable. Like for example, you want to transport tea from Kenya to USA. You cannot use a vehicle, you cannot use car, you cannot use bus, you cannot use a railway transport. So you will use a aeroplane. Aeroplane. So this is another thing that you have to use as a unit of carriage to transport goods and people from one place to another. We also have railway. Railway. You get that you can use a train to transport goods and people, goods and cargo from one place to another. Number two, we are going to look at, and before number two, just write short notes. uh, Units of carriage. This is the subtopic after this, and we are saying this refers to anything. This refers to anything, i.e., vessel that is used to transport people and the goods. Used to transport people and the goods from one place to another. From one place to another. Then on examples, you can write these ones. So they include, we have aeroplanes, we have trains, motorbikes, we have bicycles, we also have cars, etc. So another subtopic could be On essentials, we have number 2, we have methods of propulsion. On the method of propulsion, we refer to the sources of power for these vessels to move from one place to another. And we are saying, like for example, you want to use the car. This car cannot move from the place you are to another place without using fuel. So the source of that power for the car will be petroleum products. Are you together? Once again, we are going to use another source of power we get, like if you are using bicycle. If you are using bicycle, you use human power. You use human power, and you can also use cars. So that the source of power will be animals. Remember, it is put by animals. Another thing we are going to look at will be the ways. Will be the ways. So the way refers to, and before we write them on ways, so let's write small notes. So get methods of propulsion. This refers to driving force. Refers to driving force. So sources of power. So sources of power. That makes the unit of courage to move. That makes the unit of courage to move. So get methods of propulsion are very important. Again, the power for the most of the vessels may be petroleum products, electricity. You also get animal power and human force. So let's look at the ways. So we have the ways. For these units of courage to move, they follow their ways. So ways refers to the routes, refers to where if you are using a car, if you are using a bus, if you are using a motorbike, its way will be on road. If you are using aeroplane, you will use air, so you move through air. If you are using ship, you'll use it will be on water, so it will be water. This will be the way. So get that some of the ways are natural and others are artificial. Are we together? Natural ways, you get that you don't need to pay anything to access them. Like for example, here, how much do you pay if you want to use flight? Do you pay for the hair? No, it is free. It is provided by the nature, just as the name suggests. And we have man-made man-made ways, and the man-made you get they are very expensive and to construct and to use, so they are very expensive to construct and maintain. And lastly, we are going to talk of the terminals or terminuses. So if you were carried by a car, it will drop you in bus station. If you were carried by aeroplane, it will drop you in the airport. So terminuses refers to offloading or unloading the places where you offload or you load goods and people. So that is the end of this lesson. But basically, before the end, can you answer for me these questions? What are some of the examples of essential units of uh, elements of transport as we have discussed? Yes, one.
Method of propulsion.
You have method of propulsion. Another one.
The ways.
We have the ways. Another one.
You have the units of courage.
Units of courage. So thank you. So that is the. So from tomorrow we shall continue from there. That is the end of this lesson.